Hello guys, welcome to CV Clouds. My name is Vishal Mankar and today we are going to learn about the fourth trigger scenario of our English trigger scenario playlist. Let's start. So the trigger scenario is whenever a new contact is created for account, we have to update the corresponding account phone number with the new contact's phone number field. I will show you what is the requirement. Let's log into the Salesforce first. Once we logged into the Salesforce, let me open the Sales app so that we can see all the tabs here. Okay, for example, if we are inserting a new contact, let's say test contact, okay, and we are giving the account here as CV Clouds, okay, and we are putting the phone number as 12345, okay, and we are saving it. So when the contact is saved, this phone should be populated in the phone number field of the account name. Okay, so let's start. Let me open the developer console. So the developer console is open. Let me click on file, then new apextrigger. It is on contact object, contact trigger. Then let me select the object as contact. Okay, why I selected the S object as contact? Because when the contact is inserted, after insertion of that contact record, we have to fire the flow. I mean trigger. Okay, so here important thing is to select an event. We will select the after here, after insert. Why? Because after the insertion of contact, we have to copy the phone number of the contact to the its associated account. So let, as per best practice, let me write it. Trigger dot is insert. Okay, so after insertion of contact, we will call a handler class. So let me create a handler class, contact trigger handler. Okay, I will create a method inside this handler class, public static void, and update phone count. I will call this method update phone and account from this trigger. This is the class name. And call this method semicolon. Okay. In after insert, we will pass the trigger.new here. Why? Because in the trigger.new, it will contain the whatever the contact record we are inserting. Okay. We will catch the trigger.new here in the list of contact. Con list should be the trigger.new. Like whatever the record we are inserting, it will be in the con list. Okay, so as a best practice, as we are writing always, we will check the if the con list should not be empty. Okay, then we are gonna perform whatever the logic we want to execute. Okay, so what we'll do, we will iterate on the record contact record we are gonna insert con list. Okay, select here map. Why? Because here we will put the account ID and whatever the phone number we want to update on that account ID from the contact. Account ID versus phone. Okay, equals to new instance of map of ID. Okay, just save it. Okay, so whenever a contact record is inserted, we will check that contact record should contain an account. Con dot account ID not equal to null. That means the contact record will contain an account. Okay, and we will again also check that contact record should present phone number. Okay, because we have to use the account ID also and the phone number also. If the account ID is not available, that is if the account ID is null on the contact, then we won't do anything. Okay, and if the phone number is absent on the account on the contact, then we will not update that phone number on the account. Okay, so let me add it here in the map dot put we will put the con dot account id comma con dot phone. That's it. And after this, we have to update these accounts whatever inside this map. So we will query on that account, list of account, acc list equals to select id phone from account where account id in colon whatever the account id is present in the key set of this map dot key set. Key set is a standard function of this map which will take whatever the values present inside the key. This is meant by keys and this is its value. Okay, so if you want to take the whatever the values inside keys, then we will use key set, and if you want to use the values inside values, then we will use map dot values. Okay, so it will return the list of account IDs. Okay, then we will update it. ACC list, we will iterate over that. Type is account AC. Okay, on every account's phone number should be taken from this map. This dot get, we will provide ac dot id. Okay, and see, I will explain you what is meant by this. In the account, that is we query here because these are the account that we have to update. In the account's phone number, put whatever the values present inside this map. We will provide the account id, that is ac.id, and it will give us the whatever the phone number is present here. So here the present is the contact phone number. Okay, then we will put it separate account, update accounts, new list of account. Okay, we will add it here. Okay, the dot add AC. We have added that account inside this list and we have to update this list. Okay, as per best practice, we will check that list should not be empty. Okay, then update this list. Okay, this list will be updated. So here is the our handler class is saved and our apextrigger is also saved. So let's test the scenarios. Okay, so the first scenario is, let me open an account which is CV Cloud. Okay, let me create a contact with this CV Cloud. I am going to create a new contact. Here, as you can see, the phone number is blank of this account. Okay, let me create a contact like test1. So the first scenario is, if I didn't give the phone number and save it, it will not update anything on the account. It will just save the contact. Okay, first scenario is pass. And second scenario is, if I provide the phone number here, let's say phone number is 1234567. Okay, and save it, it will update the whatever the phone number on the contact on the account. See, the phone number is updated. And third scenario is, if I give the phone number here also and if I give the last name also, but if I remove the account from here, so it will save the contact and it will not do anything because the account of this contact is absent. Okay, so here all our test cases are passed. Okay, so that's all for today's video. Okay, and if you like my video, please do subscribe to CV Clouds, share with your friends and your colleagues, and thank you so much guys.